Hey everyone, welcome back to Unsealed and Revealed. I'm Terry Smith, the host of the show. This is the show from Sideshow in which we unbox and show off to you the latest and greatest offerings from the six scale universe, galaxy, what have you. Several different universes, as the case may be. We're actually visiting one we've never been to before today. With me, as always, for the show out there in sunny California is my buddy Paul Hernandez, but I'm not seeing. How's it going there, Paul? I'm not seeing Guy. I'm sure he'll be along, but yeah.
Whether we like it or not, he always shows up. So I'm not too worried about it.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. Happy to be here. So good to see you guys all. Happy Wednesday, happy Ash Wednesday. At some point, we're going to have to stop making that joke, but it's not today. But happy Wednesday, everyone. Terry, I'm excited. We were just talking about this before the show. I've seen, I feel like, quite a few Evil Deads. I don't know if I've ever seen two. I can't remember.
I'm not going to give you any difficulty with that. I was really struggling for a word there. Could you tell? PG-13, everybody. But I'm not going to give you any grief about that, dude, because there's quite a bit of Evil Dead goodness out there this day and age. Everything from the film to the television series. This is, of course, one that most people, the most true diehard long-term Evil Dead fans will call the classic and the one that everybody must see. But, yeah, I don't discriminate. I'm not one of those people. So I'm right there with you.
This is the GOAT? Yeah. Like, this is the GOAT of
that's what most will tell you. Series? Most will tell you. I'm actually a big fan of the reboot. We talked about that a little bit.
I love it. Yeah. There's particular scenes, man, that happen in that movie that do haunt me, among other things. That and Chocolat, the two scariest movies I've ever seen. So
Chocolat with Johnny Depp.
So, well, very, very happy to be here, everyone, for our second of 3 shows. That's right. Yesterday, you can go back and watch the show we did with that incredible Miles figure. Today, again, we've got the Evil Dead Ash figure. And tomorrow, the Nightmare Batman and Superman, which I'm very, very excited for. Terry's going to be breaking out his duster, and Guy's putting on a wig. So we're all very, very excited. And you never know what Barry's going to do, ever. Maybe dress up like Zod. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? And remember, everyone, on Friday, we do have Sci-Fi Day. We'll have a little bit more info for all of you on Friday. But yeah, it's going to be fun. We're going to be celebrating everything and anything that is sci-fi. Again, we've got a couple shows. You can win some rewards, and you can do it from the comfort of your home. You don't have to be in some scary ship or on the moon or wherever the hell Raised by Wolves takes place. So you're good. You can just hang out.
I'm totally going to hold you to that anything and everything sci-fi bit. Because
I'm ready to go.
I'm tuning in, man. I'm tuning in. I didn't see it coming until you brought it up yesterday, so I'm really, really super stoked. Speaking of super stoked, show notes. Speaking of super stoked, are you surprised I'm the guy that doesn't read directions?
Neither do I.
But speaking of super stoked, I'm super stoked about this Ash Williams figure. I figure I've been interested to see what 3-0 was going to bring to the table with it. So do we have a time on when Guy is going to get there? I mean, I'm assuming that's why he's not on screen with us. He just didn't make it yet.
I think he's here now. It's a little odd. I'll let you guys see though. Ready?
What do you mean?
All right.
I'm confused.
All right, Guy.
All right.
Who's the 10 Guy?
Yes, I am here. And
hello.
Terry, I got to tell you, this intermittent fasting is working beautifully. I have trimmed down almost overnight, and I absolutely love it. As you can see, by Asmus, we have the Luxury Edition Ash Williams Evil Dead 2. There is the back of the box. On the very front of the box, we're going to have the figure. You know, I'm sorry. Is it hard to hear me because my stomach is growling so much? Can you give me a moment? I'm going to grab a donut off the craft service table real quick.
You take all the time you need, man. Yeah. You take all the time you need.
I'm just going to grab a quick bear claw, and I will be back in just a second there.
You both.
That's all spray paint, by the way.
Section of this donut shop. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you look great, Guy. I'm glad to know, Terry, that's why we were vamping.
Yeah.
It's good to know.
I need to know his secret. I got Comic-Con coming up, man. I just want to lose some pounds and get fit. It looks like Guy's way ahead of me.
Well, dare I say, once we get Guy back and we start unboxing this figure, it's going to be a skeleton of fun. Right,
Oh,
Terry?
but up.
How long have you been waiting to say that? I can't do the deadpan look like you, man, because I'm too easily amused, and I get amused by my attempts to do the deadpan look. So I'm like, hold on.
It's okay. I look at there's the deadpan look.
Look at that.
Look how grumpy Guy looks.
See, this is what one donut will do.
Wow.
Pow!
Yeah.
All those empty calories,
All those
man.
empty calories.
Damn it.
But but I said that intermittent fasting working. Terry, Paul, I am a huge Evil Dead fan. We got to show this off. I believe it was a New York con, and I ran off screen the minute we did, so I could put in my order for the luxury edition. This is beautiful. So you tell me, Terry, when you are ready to see this, because I am crazy geeked about this.
I'm thinking right about now.
All right, spectacular.
Go for it.
Let's take a look. So right there on the front of the box, we're going to have a photo of our figure, Evil Dead logo and all. Now this is a little laser cut there underneath, slides up and off, and then we see our figure. Now, this is the box with just the figure inside. We do have the window box there, and on the back, the Necronomicon. Yes. Real quick bit of trivia for those of you that are big into the Necronomicon or Evil Dead.
Bound in human
Greg
skin.
Nicotero of Evil Dead, or of The Walking Dead. The very first professional prop he ever did was to make the Necronomicon for the Evil Dead. Next up about the Necronomicon is something I think is important. I hope you think it's important, Terry. It's the instructions, but they're done on a Necronomicon style.
Wait, really?
Yep. They are done with a Necronomicon on there. Now, this is for that. There's the deadpan look. And today's show having deadpan makes perfect sense. This is going to be for that luxury base. And man, does that have a lot of stuff. And on the back is going to tell you about the swap out options, because you have multiple options to display this figure. So I'm going to set this off to the side, but we're going to talk about the figure himself. I'm going to remove this top cover. Here we go. On it is going to be our additional hands, our figure himself. There you go. Take a look at these things.
What are they?
You don't know what this is?
Zoom in.
Yep, he's zooming in.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Now, this one here, softer and flexible.
That's good because nature has a way of breaking one
on there is spectacular.
Kandarian dagger.
Kandarian dagger.
From
now, what do we call this?
From the show's resident expert on Evil Dead 2, ladies and gentlemen.
What do we call
Paul
this?
Hernandez. Thank you.
I was hoping he
Boomstick.
Boomstick.
You're darn
Boomstick,
right, it's the boomstick.
Yeah.
Also in the top tray is going to be Ash's severed hand.
Hand.
Hand. That's right.
I don't even know why the camera's on me. We should just have Paul doing the show
Now,
today. He's got it all
These are
covered.
some other fun ones.
And
Now, I'm going to show this last little bit here. Our chainsaw. Now, can we get a close-up? There we go. You see that we've bloodied the blade. Now, the blade is actually a metal blade.
oh, that's
On
hot.
this. So it's got a little bit of weight to it. You're seeing the detail in there. Well, there's that little pull. Check this out.
No. Oh, that's rad. It is spring-loaded.
Spring-loaded.
Asmus.
And wiggles when
Asmus,
you,
that's
when you
fantastic.
do that. Very fun.
cool.
And of course, that in there will fit on the wrist peg. Hopefully you've seen either Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn, Evil Dead, Ash versus the Evil Dead, or any of the other ones to realize that he does get the chainsaw.
Army
Now-
of Darkness.
Yes, he does lose that hand that we saw. And before he builds his chainsaw hand, he actually goes and wraps it. And yes, we have a little wrap. Do we technically
there's
call
a
this a
little,
hand? I mean, it
yeah.
does attach to the wrist peg.
Actually, we call this an accessory.
Accessory, exactly. Okay.
It's definitely a
Please, guy.
bandage. It's definitely a bandage stump.
Bandage stump. Now, here we go.
New band name, I call it.
Necronomicon.
Did
Inside.
they go right on? I'm not at all surprised because we've seen what Asmus was able to do with Gandalf the Grey.
Exactly. So when you saw what they did with that, boom, we have our Book of the Dead. Now that is going to be our top tray. We're also going to have a traditional style base and stand there. Now with the deluxe, it has a lot more things. And I'm going to show off these deluxe things. As I said, this was one I purchased. I wanted to have this figure immediately. So the nice part is I brought in mine as well because he has he comes with so much, Terry, that it's pretty crazy. You can do him in just about any scene from the film all at once. So while I get these last bits out, and I pull out the large display base, we're going to take a look at the portrait and a little head to toe on that figure. All right, so I'm going to have Michael do a little close-up action and work his way down. On the lower tray of the deluxe is going to be swap out arms, an additional shirt, possessed head of Ash, as well as the Linda portrait.
Oh, Linda.
This is wild, man. It is wild. You know, with boots like that, you're going to get some crazy tread watch, right? You know you're going to.
Sure.
All right. Now, here next up is our display base. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's take a look at that.
Can I just say that as Michael was panning up on that figure and we got an up-close look of where the shirt is tucked into the pants, historically speaking, I haven't frequently seen a tucked-in shirt that really impresses me when it's downscaled to 6 scale. And just catching a glimpse of what's going on there, that red is very, very realistic. It downscales very, very beautifully the way that it's tucked in.
They've done a really, really good job with... I don't want to say, I guess I'll say basic. This is a button-down shirt and a pair of dark pants. But they scaled it down really, really nicely. This one here is the out-of-the-box clean edition. Now let's take a look at our big display base. Asmus has also been doing some beautiful pieces for Lord of the Rings, and they do these, in the deluxe, do these beautiful large bases like this. This is all done in that heavy-duty polystone. You're looking from the outside in. All right. Now, the vise does actually open and close. Handle also moves. I can open it all the way and place Linda in there.
Perfect.
Like so.
Perfect.
The next one is down here. Henrietta's Fruit Cellar. Opens right up. Now there is a little chain on there that you can slide through depending on how you want to display it. There are 3 little rings as well as one with a lock. You just kind of thread it through, crimp it shut. And here, this is one of the grossest accessories we've had in a while. Before I put her in the fruit cellar, we're going to let Michael get a little close-up of Henrietta.
Oh my God. Oh, that's so...
That's awesome.
Yep.
I was gonna say that's so hot, but
well, you can say that because if you've ever read the book on the making of, and this, Sam Raimi put Bruce through a lot, but he also put his brother through a lot, and this is his brother that had to be in the Henrietta suit.
Yeah,
he would talk about. I mean, you talk about weight loss. Get in the Henrietta suit. But what's wild is she looks so great. I'm going to set her down there, and then you're really not going to see her too much. But,
dude, no, you shouldn't.
Isn't that pretty wild? Isn't that pretty wild?
And it's something it's something akin to what Paul was just saying about in the more recent rendition of Evil Dead. I think it was 2018 that one came out.
Yes, the 2018.
Yeah. You when you see something very similar to that, and that is actually this film's rendition of that, and that's what it harkened back to in 2018.
That
but yes, please go on.
particular scene in the remake is the one that's not allowed to play in my home. We are big Evil Dead fans. That still photograph is the scariest image and not really often permitted here in the home. Okay, now our Ash also has some swap out elements that we talked about. Not only just the hand, But Ash has a rough time, and the Deadites get him.
They got into his hand, and it went bad.
You're darn right.
Yeah.
I think you and I could quote the whole gosh darn movie.
I can quote all of Army of Darkness. I don't know if I can quote
You know,
all of them
I
right
grew
now,
up.
but,
I grew up with these movies. I grew up, you know, with the people that made them, so they're really big where I'm from. So all of that stuff and being able to do it. Great job on this one. Swap out, easy traditional peg style when you put that on. Now the next is a little bit different. Okay, the body that the character is going to come on that we pulled out and we're going to go over in a minute is done your very traditional standard as far as your points of articulation, the way in which it's designed. Now, Ash has such a rough time that at one part of his journey, his shirt gets ripped apart.
wow.
And what they wanted to be able to do was to give you seamless arm.
Yeah.
And they've done both a right and a left, which is kind of fun, even though he only has the one sleeve that gets ripped off. Now, this is going to have those same points of articulation, the same peg style as far as movement, but if you can see there, a little sleeve that kind of goes over it, and it independently moves. So when we do move and bend the arm, we are going to be able to kind of move the skin around, or move that sleeve around to give it the look we want. Okay? Swap out shirt. Also very, very bloodied. Triple buttoned. Missing the sleeve. Never accept anything like this from your dry cleaner when they return it.
Oh, I can decline. I can
Rip
I
on
can refuse to accept that.
Yeah, you can say, that's not the way I brought it in. Unless this is indeed the way you brought it in. And this here. Now, the reason I wanted to show off all of those, and the reason I brought in my own, is here's our Ash. We can remove the gear that holds on his boomstick holster, as well as remove the shirt, loosen the belt, retuck it in, and swap out that arm, and we get a figure that gives us a look like this.
There we go.
Okay.
Well, that's my first pose idea done.
Exactly. Well, I had him ready here for you so you could see. Obviously, this was a very, very iconic look. It's currently on the T-shirt of Michael behind the camera. He has this particular look there. But there's what you're able to do with a seamless arm and things like that. You can also see through there on the chest. That is also done in that seamless look. Okay? They've done the skin cover on that. Now, with that being said, you're not going to be able to see it on the regular figure, but the body is kind of one solid piece. So we're able to get that look, but as far as our twists and turns and movement, we're going to be doing it the other way. As you can see, when you need a pose idea, you go right here.
Nice job. Nice job there, Michael. Nice job.
See how easy that is?
I gotta get a talent release.
Whatever reference,
really quick,
references
Guy.
you need.
Really quick, Guy. We got a couple of questions and a comment here. If I can
Yes.
break in really quick with that. How hefty is that base? If you had to guess the weight, how much would you say that base weighs?
Under 5, over 2.
Okay, cool. That's
This is a polystone base. It is a very heavy, I mean, you're talking almost solid. It's obviously hollow because of the fruit cellar thing down there, but it is very, very heavy duty and solid. The back, see, has these two here. It's magnetically held in, and it also has kind of a wedge, a tongue and groove attachment. So it stays on there very, very solid. Again, if you have any of the Helm's Deep, they did an Aragorn and they did a Legolas that also had that same heavy-duty base. So this is, boom, it's cool. It's solid. Next question, sir.
Next question is actually a comment. It's from Colin on YouTube. Actually, YouTube is the only channel we're on, so that was redundant. I love this figure. It's a great display piece. I have a nice background of the woods behind it, and it just all looks so great. So there's a little bit of a display tip for everybody.
Yes.
To follow up with that, Mike Fayella. Hey, Mike. Mike's a regular viewer of the show. Good to have you back. I didn't hear Guy. Did he say those sleeveless arms bend?
Yes. Let's take a look. All right. I'm going to do one right here. It's important to talk about that. Yes, they do bend. Now, that is a solid kind of sleeve that's over it. You're going to decide exactly how far you want to bend that, but the ability to move the silicone skin around allows me to get it the way I need it, okay, when doing that. For me, the sleeveless arm, I really liked it just for the holding the boomstick over the head, but it is neat to have that option. I've never been one that I go, oh, darn, I can see the seams or anything like that. And to me, that's part of the charm of a 6-scale figure is that. But it is neat that they've allowed you to do that. So, man, that's a lot of accessories, right? From, from printed Necronomicons to the Kandarian daggers to all of it.
Can I get another close-up of that Necronomicon?
Oh,
maybe show us a little bit of the pages there? Yeah?
Heck yeah, would you?
And then we'll move on.
You know what I'll do is I'll even put it in front of Henrietta so you can feel slightly uncomfortable.
Good God.
Well, I do.
Why are you doing this to
All
me?
right. So, yeah, she reaching for the book. But you can see.
Just going to swallow your soul, dude.
It's got like text in it, right?
Yes.
It really does.
Yes. And as you, oh, no, it actually fell in the fruit cellar.
Is it actually, is that text actually inked in blood? Is that human blood?
Yes, that was why I looked so skinny earlier, is I was really drained. I was really, really drained.
They used every drop of your blood and printed the entire run
it.
from that.
But we've got a lot to go over with the figure himself, too. But as we said, this is the deluxe. We wanted you to see all of the pieces that come with it. Terry, do you have any questions? Okay, I mean, I know we're talking about Henrietta, but it comes with a Linda.
Yeah, sorry,
and a
Linda. I
vice
hate
that you can put it in there.
But yeah.
It's that's a really fun idea. I dig it. I dig it. I'm going to move.
I do too. I just love everything that Sam Raimi does. A friend of mine just had recently seen Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and he was like, and his response was, the only thing that he wrote was, Sam Raimi really Sam Raimi'd the hell out of Doctor Strange, and I was like, that's a good thing.
Yep,
Absolutely.
Exactly. I know another figure that. Well, I know I ordered it. I think you ordered it. I know Paul ordered it immediately. Has to be the zombie demon Doctor Strange. I remember seeing that movie. That was a really fun one because you two had seen it before I had seen it. And I called Paul while the credits were rolling because I saw it and there was nobody else in the theater. So I had the opportunity to go, what the heck did I just see? But I was really excited about that. And yes, he Sam Raimi'd the hell out of that movie.
Yeah, he did.
And that's what we wanted. So here we are. This, didn't this guy?
Figure du jour.
Yeah, but didn't this guy was in Doctor Strange as well, right? Oh my
He was in Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Thank goodness he escaped the Evil Dead.
I'm pretty sure he's in every Sam Raimi film. He pops in for at least something.
He almost always pops in. There's very, very few he doesn't, as well as Sam's car from high school also appears. And as far as I know, that car is in a garage in Burbank, California. And it comes out for filming and then goes back into a garage.
Going door to door, baby.
I just need, yes. It's been 7 years. I just keep going. All right, let's take a look at figure. All right, we saw the portrait. We're going to have that classic ball joint. I feel like Sam Raimi getting to really manipulate the heck out of my Bruce Campbell. There. All right, now let's take a look at the arms. Boom. Now, in order to do that swap out that you saw, you do have a little buckle over here. You slide that out, take the whole thing off for that. But great weathering on that. Holder of boomstick. Like so.
That's a title that I want. Terry Smith.
Holder of boomstick. That we got there.
Father of Dragons. Holder of boomstick.
As we showed the way in which the arms are done with the ball joint there, we're going to have full range of motion. Okay, so we're able to go up and over.
Don't look behind you, guy.
Out.
Don't look behind you, guy. Whatever you do, don't look behind you. Just don't.
Oh, I thought that was the horse from The Godfather for a moment. I believe this
me
is
again.
I believe this may be his cousin. And I got to tell you, one of the hardest shows I've ever had to work would be the Godfather show.
Oh man.
I can't call this work. It is crazy to say that this is work, but that's what we're going to say it is. We're going to have that great range of motion with that, okay? Particularly if I'm going to have the sleeve ripped off version of the shirt, I can go all the way around if need be.
Okay.
All right. Double bend. Classic wrist peg. That hand probably isn't going to stay on there too long. Probably not.
This is a context in which that's desirable, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly.
Just to be clear.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. The options for additional hands, not a lot for the right hand. Not a lot for the right hand.
Probably not.
Now,
Yeah.
as I said, they've gone with that seamless idea for both of the arms in the swap out, as well as the chest for when you switch that out. So movement here is going to be limited. Terry has been an incredible teacher for me about how to get the most out of points of articulation when I utilize hips, shoulders, things like that to get that type of range of motion.
What he's trying to say is that I taught him how to cheat, everybody. With 6 scale figures and a card.
I looked off Terry's paper. I looked off Terry's paper.
And that. Standardized testing is...
Yes.
Yeah.
Rotate the leg. As you can hear, ratchet up to the front. Oh,
Are we late? Yeah,
Ratchet
that's a
up to the
spoiler
front.
there, guy. That's a
ratchet
spoiler.
to the back. 90-degree bend there.
It's time
The boot.
for tread watch.
Look at that. That tread watch almost matches our tread watch there.
It kind of almost does.
Almost.
Yeah, pretty close. Pretty close.
Almost. Maybe if I...
Have we
There-
ever had an exact match in tread watch history? Is that
No.
like
And
the
but
Girl,
we-
the Unicorn?
We are hopeful.
Yeah.
We are
Okay.
hopeful, and we're always on the lookout.
What are we? We have to figure out something. We have to have like some sort of a celebration.
Yeah.
A very specific
That's going to be
thing
a
in mind.
very, very, very special party.
Yeah.
As you can see, this is one solid boot. I am going to lift it up a little bit there for you to see more of the detail. And the articulation point is actually a little bit higher up in that pant leg.
Mm-hmm.
It allows us to spin. We do have the ball joint down in the lower action, giving us the lift, lower, and rock to the sides.
Nice.
Boom, boom, boom. Now, if you don't get the deluxe, you'll have a display base that looks like this. Of course, you can also use this if you have the deluxe.
That's a
The fact
fine
is
looking display base.
you do have two options. You might be a person who ordered a regular and a deluxe. I know one person on today's show that did that.
Is it you?
That would be me.
It is.
That would
It's got to be you.
That would be me.
Process of elimination really made that one
Yes,
kind of
yes.
obvious.
If this figure has been done in 6 scale, I have it. In fact, I believe, yes, every one of them I have too. Sideshow special versions and all of that. Yes, there's an S-Mart Ash out there for those that
dedication,
that really go. So, Terry,
Yes.
this takes us through our design and our outfit. You got to see all the deluxe stuff.
Yeah.
I have a feeling you want me to do something with this particular figure.
I do actually want you to do
Pose-wise.
something with that particular figure. Before I stand up and do that, I just want to say hello to anybody who may have joined us before the start of the show. Welcome to Unsealed and Revealed. If this is your first time here, let us know. Let Paul is actively monitoring the chats. Talk to him briefly and say, just let him know, Paul, this is my first time here, man. Talk to me, man. Paul will be sure to let me know. We'll give you a shout out at some point during the show. This is pretty much, if it is your first time, this is pretty much standard fare. Anything can and will happen insofar as antics goes. Semantics also come into play.
Yes.
Semantics puns are often uttered and looked down upon with great stern expressions by Paul that are completely fake. He loves them just as much as we do.
Terry, did you see what
Look at that.
Paul was answering the emails? That he's kind of slapstick?
No,
He's
I
a
didn't see
slappy.
that. Yeah, Slap happy. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, by the way, because then that way you'll be sure to know every time we do this, which is basically every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This week, actually, is a special treat. We're getting a rare 3 episodes of Unsealed and Revealed. And I heard a rumor that there might actually possibly be more than 1 episode next week as well. So brace yourselves. Incoming. We have incoming. Speaking of incoming, we have an incoming post. So let's rock this. Are we ready? Okay.
Oh, let's get groovy, Terry.
All right. So I'm going to need specifically a couple of hands.
All righty.
First of all, I'm going to need
Give
his
me a hand.
I'm going to need him to be wearing his we're going to need that chainsaw, dude.
All righty.
And we're also going to need the boomstick in the left hand.
Got it. Removing right hand. Oh, just real quick.
Yeah.
Because you did that. I love this.
And I'm looking around.
I love the nub accessory.
I actually have oh yeah, I see it. I actually have a double-barreled 12-gauge, authentic double-barreled 12-gauge Remington over here. Let me go get it.
Where did you purchase said item?
Walmart.
Waiting. For those of you in the chats, please chime in with the correct answer to where he should have purchased said item.
I picked it up off of a fallen soldier in a battlefield someplace far, far away.
I got to say, the other thing I would like, and I'll have to talk to, I got to send somebody something. If somebody can tell me the name, this is featured in all of the Evil Dead movies. There is a summer camp that's featured. If you can name that camp, I will personally add money to your Sideshow account.
I'm going to leave that
first
one.
First person that can answer that, Paul. And I'll throw some money in.
I don't think that's something that you can do.
Because
I need to say, legally, Guy will not be adding money to anyone's account, but we can send you a Unsealed Revealed sticker. How about that?
There we go.
That's cool. That's cool in the gang.
Guy,
but I'm paying the postage. Can I do that?
You're not. You're gonna give me an aneurysm.
So speaking of which,
he's gonna cut off my hand so I can't actually give things away anymore.
What's that? So I do have my authentic double-barrel 12-gauge Remington here.
Really?
Yeah.
That is one futuristic.
Can you see it? Told you.
Yeah.
And just for this show, I went out and bought an actual chainsaw.
Really?
You ready?
Yes.
Here it is.
Oh, yes.
Isn't it cool? Yeah.
I love that. Absolutely spectacular.
Right.
Terry does all my landscaping.
So anyway, I've got my shotgun and I've got my chainsaw.
All right.
So here's what we're gonna do.
I'm going to grab the shotgun holding hand.
Okay.
But you go right ahead and you show me what we're doing here.
So Ash, we're totally gonna like ape his body position from the movie poster for Army of Darkness.
Oh, okay.
So standing tall, just stuck out.
Mm-hmm.
I want the chainsaw all the way back here, just like this chainsaw is. All right. And this gun, I just want it brought up, and I want him aiming right down it, just like this. Okay. Tell me it's okay, guy. This shotgun is really heavy.
You laughed a little too long yesterday when I was getting painted, so I'm going to make you wait another few seconds.
You had it coming.
I had it coming. I had it coming. Yes, Terry, we are good, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Now, what's kind of fun about this, and I was looking at the way in which you were standing and such, and that is that Bruce is really, really good at physical humor. And
yes.
He did a ton of it in this film. In fact, there's a term for it. They call it shemping when they had to be silly like that.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. There's a great book about the making of the Evil Dead films.
That's fun.
Now, I've got 2 options for holding the gun. We have a trigger finger style, but we also have more of kind of a loose holding of said stock.
Trigger.
Style. All right.
Trigger. That's actually really cool, though, that they come with 2 separate hands for the shotgun, because he frequently is holding the gun in that way. That's really, really awesome. I'm delighted by that.
Brian Moore knew the camp. The answer to today's trivia question was Camp
Tamaqua?
Tamaqua. Camp Tamaqua. Some of us who went there still have our shirts. In fact, he often puts that shirt into all of the films. It is the sweatshirt. Yeah.
That is a legitimate summer camp?
It is a legitimate summer camp in Canada, and the sweatshirt with the logo on it is hidden in the first Spider-Man movie. He walks in and says, gosh, Peter is a slob, and it's that sweatshirt. That sweatshirt I wore to the premiere of the Ash vs. Evil Dead show, and Raimi came over and was like, there's my guy. So.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm a dork for this stuff, people. I am a dork for this stuff.
Literally my guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
Saying
right.
that he owned you.
Now, I want you to take a look at how we've got said shotgun. And if I need to move, adjust, it's going to be wrist peg action on that.
Yeah.
I'm going to get more of a straight down.
Definitely does that.
But yeah, I want to know if we're going with a just fired the thing with an upward angle or other.
I'm thinking just fire the thing with an upward angle.
All right. So we're going to get a little bend in said arm.
Yeah.
Take a look. Tell me tweaks, sir.
Let me get a good look at... Yeah, I think we need to work with that head a little bit, Guy. And I think also we probably should just bring the arm around just a touch more to the front.
The shotgun arm.
Yeah.
More front.
I know that I had it straight out, but yeah, just for the sake of this. And then go ahead and tilt his head down a little bit.
Tilting head down a bit.
Yeah.
Shaka, boom. Wrist goes up. How's that?
Looks like he just fired it, Guy. I think we nailed it.
You know, the thing was that's, like I said, with Bruce being slapstick is the way in which he walked or you know, fired the shotgun in this. It looked like a guy who didn't really do the stuff too often.
Yeah. Okay, should we do another one?
I'm going to move out of the way for a second.
Alan's got, yeah? Oh, there we go. Production value. Production value.
Oh boy! And when those deadites come like that, would you like to see the deadite head on him? Shall I swap that out?
Maybe.
He's already doing it.
Yeah. Oh, I think I know what I'm doing tonight.
Tolerating my ridiculousness?
I'm going to be watching Evil Dead 2 and sipping Sauvignon Blanc.
What? This one here, I mean, when he actually turns deadite is when we see a lot of that Bruce wackiness, and he really flips his head around a lot and kind of crinks the angles and all. So it's kind of fun to be able to.
I try to do it right now, but I'd totally throw my neck out. I know I would.
Whip it around a little, like so. Yeah. But neat to have that option. I wanted you to see. That's again part of that deluxe.
Yeah.
Way to go on the knowing Camp Tamaqua.
Yeah, that's pretty tight. I'm wondering if you had to look it up. Probably not. I don't want to.
No, nobody does that.
I'm just going to assume.
Yeah.
Nobody uses them their internets for that.
I would never do that.
He did say he was Canadian, so that paid off for him.
Yeah, yeah. That would be kind of like cheating. That would be kind of like cheating at Wordle, and I never do that.
You know, he. I did give him a grade. I gave him a grade on his Evil Dead quiz. Terry, do you want to know what it was?
I do.
A+. Because he's Canadian. All right, put me off screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for watching the show. Paul's been with us for quite some time. You were here to see his very last show. No.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
You know, Terry, the problem is that means that the bad puns that you and I do are starting to wear off. And if we're doing 2 and 3 shows a week like this, it's only going to move faster before
this is the way that I look at that guy. Yeah, you and I, Guy, we're like children of the 70s, right? And,
yeah.
And we've got a lot of time to get this dad humor down. Paul is quite a bit younger than us, but we're giving Paul a serious head start. By the time Paul's our age, he's going to be a freaking dad humor legend.
Oh, he'll be amazing. The rapidness in which he'll be able to to rattle off silly jokes.
Whip around his daddy. from super producer Sam, everyone. What he's trying to say is that Paul will quite literally be a dadite.
Oh, yeah.
Nailed it, Sam. Nailed it.
How do I still have the worst joke of the day when we just told that one?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Let's do another pose.
Let's do another pose. What are we going to do?
Boom, there we go with our...
Okay.
Kandarian
This is what I want to do, Guy.
Yes,
this is
sir.
what I want to do. I want to do get like a relaxed hand in his left hand. Uh-oh.
Do we want to... we're going to keep chainsaw hand? I mean, most people are going to probably want their chainsaw
I'm
hand.
bad guy. You're a good guy. You're goody little tissues. You're goody little tissues.
Goody
Come on, bad guy. Slap him. Slap him. Goody little tissues. Goody little tissues. Okay,
Yeah.
I am a huge fan of the scene in. I know this is not from Evil Dead 2, but I'm a huge fan of the scene in Army of Darkness when Ash is down in the fighting pit with the Deadites, and the Merlin analog throws him the spoiler alert, throws him the chainsaw, and he leaps high into the air, and the chainsaw miraculously goes down over his stump,
Yes.
and he fires it up, and he drops down into this pose, and this is what I want you to do. If you can do this for me, Guy, can you do this?
All right. I put the stump on there because you were doing the stump, so I did want to show off what that looked like.
Okay, cool.
All right. Let's see what we can do here. Boom, boom.
Spin around.
Boom, boom.
Get that torso twist. You're twisting the torso.
Now remember,
Right.
Terry, the
And then
torso
you-
is
and then
torso. I've got locked.
Okay, so that will not.
But
twist it off.
what we're going to be able to do, Terry, is I was able to pivot the legs outward to really pretty much mimic what you had done.
Okay.
Dropping down in there. And
That's right,
I just need to see your arms
Oh.
so I can see where. All right, we've got that arm is back up like so. Then like so. Let's see, what do I want to choose for that hand?
I'm sorry. I'm just really amused by my performance here today.
We all are. It's why we tune into the show.
Slip out from under me. You got this?
Can we go back to the Terry shot, please?
I thought we were...
I wasn't able to see you on the monitor there, so there we go.
Good?
Yes, indeed.
Excellent.
Hey, Mr.
Or-
Smith.
Rather, groovy. Yes.
Apparently, it's also Bruce Campbell's birthday today.
Shut the hell up. Is it really?
It's his birthday today.
Happy birthday, Brucey! Yeah.
Just like we planned it, huh? That's super producer Alan working overtime.
That's crazy.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. I'm surprised Guy didn't mention it within the first 10 seconds of the show.
I am
Well, you know, we didn't make a cake. And I ate the donuts, so.
too. The birthday is a completely different. Birthday cake is a completely different movie. Hashtag creep show. Yeah.
All right. What do you think there, sir? What I was able to do, spread the legs outward like that, give them a bit of a twist, so we got a wide stance on there. That kind of lean forward that he does. We'll straighten the head like so.
You've done well, Padawan. Yeah, that's it. Boom. Done. Put that on a shelf. Call it a day.
Put it on a shelf,
Give him
call
a
it a
show's-
day.
Show's over. Show's over. Man, happy birthday, Bruce Campbell. That kind of excites me. I almost met Bruce Campbell once.
Bruce is an incredibly fun guy. Bruce has written some fantastic, fun books. Make sure to read those. You know what book don't want to read from?
Rob Kocher says in the comments that there's a great cake recipe in the Necronomicon.
See, now, Rob, you're a big liar. Because I was going to
not
say
everybody-
the one book you don't want to read from is the Necronomicon.
I thought you were going to say the instructions.
Oh, yes, there we go.
I was going to go Thesaurus.
Read from the instructions. Yes, of course. Yeah, I should probably read a thesaurus to get more words than "this is super cool" over and over and over.
Nice work.
Me both.
All right. And that is it, ladies and
So as
gentlemen.
you can see, we got our multiple options.
Wow.
Yeah.
Couple of different looks that we're able to go with there.
That is really, really awesome.
It's really fun.
That deluxe base really makes it, man. Especially if you're new to 6-scale figure collecting, and this would be your first figure or one of your first figures, just having that extra display option, those extra display options with the deluxe version of the figure would really make it pop. It's more so than just having a single figure on just a standardized stand, the hexagonal stand that we typically get. But these elements that we're seeing here are just really first rate. Really loving them. Especially glad that it's polystone. Hey, bad guy has just knocked over all of good guy's good work. Man, how are you putting up with that?
Barely.
You know,
Look at him.
how can I stand for it? Is I believe the question you had, right?
There we go. Dad humor galore.
That's fun.
But Paul, I was waiting for you to go. Okay, and cut the feed.
I'm having a good time. No grumpy Paul right now. I'm having fun.
Well, I just want to remind everybody that is it Friday, Paul, that we actually have Sci-Fi Friday is going to be happening all day long. Yeah.
Yes.
I know we have
Sci-Fi
some
day on Friday.
and there's
cheap
Sci-Fi
shows.
trivia, right?
Trivia, maybe some bingo, some other stuff. We're in some rewards. There's some giveaways. And you can do it again. You don't have to do it in the ISS space station. That's kind of redundant. The space station. You can do it from the comfort of your own home. I was trying to think of I couldn't think of any. My brain is very tired. We're all very busy. I couldn't think of one sci-fi ship.
Well, I'm really hoping to get to
The Enterprise.
I'm actually my favorite sci-fi franchise right now happens to be The Expanse. So I'm hoping that there's some Expanse stuff in there.
I just started The Expanse.
Your world has changed for the better, then, my friend.
It's so good.
I've been spending time on the Orville.
Yeah. If Amos Burton is not your if Amos is not your favorite character by the end of the show, then you didn't actually watch
That's
the show.
the spot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Aw.
There's love. There's love. From bad Ash to good Ash. Yeah.
There's our dancing
All
Linda
right,
in the back.
all right,
It'll
everybody.
be an Ash.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us today to unbox this Asmus Toys, the 6-scale Ash figure from Evil Dead 2: Dead by Dawn. Guy, thanks for bringing your own figure to the table, literally, so that we could actually see both versions of what the figure can look like. Paul, great job monitoring everything in the chats, relaying some questions my way and such. Super producer Alan and Evil Guy, it's good to see both of you guys on screen there legitimately at the same time. Thanks again for producer Michael and super producer Sam for being the glue that holds the entire show together. Everybody, again, thanks for taking time out of your day to watch us. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we will be unboxing Superman and Batman Nightmare version by Hot Toys. Until then, shop smart. Shop
ass smart.
Sideshow. No.